But I got a phone call the other day from the guys at Great Plains and said, hey, we're gonna have to take your tractor back. What's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and there is just a slight touch of fall in the air in southern Oklahoma the last couple days. I got up this morning, it was like 58, 60 degrees. My kids walked outside and said, oh, it's cold out here. That means deer season's right around the corner. So it's time to start getting prepared for deer season. So I got the Kubota tractor out doing a little bit of mowing, but I've got some really bad news. At least for me anyway, some really bad news. I guess all good things must come to an end at some point. I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet, but it's probably gonna happen. So I'm gonna get to work, and I gotta get some mowing done. I really want to start putting in some food plots, but we haven't had any rain in over a month. The ground is just bone dry. I do not want to get out here and try to disc anything up as dry as it is. It wouldn't do me any good anyways. The seeds aren't going to grow, but deer season's right around the corner. So the bad news that I said earlier that I was talking about has to do with my Kubota tractor here from Great Plains Kubota. So I've been partnered with Great Plains Kubota since I had about 40,000 subscribers on YouTube, and you know, we're almost to 600,000, and I will be forever grateful to Great Plains Kubota for putting trust in me and putting trust in my family and our channel to do the stuff we've been able to do. We've had a tremendous partnership with Great Plains Kubota. But I got a phone call the other day from the guys at Great Plains and said, hey, we're gonna have to take your tractor back. And I was, that just hurts. So what happened was, it started off with Great Plains Kubota. It was just a partnership with the rental line. They have a huge rental fleet. So we've done, I don't know, 25, 30 videos probably on rental equipment from Great Plains. And eventually they called and said, hey, how'd you like to have a tractor there instead of that John Deere? So about a year ago, they brought this Kubota L4701 tractor out with the grapple bucket, the mower, a box blade, a disc, a spreader, all kinds of stuff. And we've put about, Well, I put over 100 hours on this tractor in the last year, and I absolutely love it. The problem is, I guess with supply and demand, it's incredibly hard for them to get inventory right now. This is a tractor sitting on their inventory, and it looks like they've got a tractor for sale that's not for sale. And not just this one, it sounds like there's several tractors. So they called and said, we're gonna have to come get the tractor, which they apologize, and it's not that I did anything wrong. They're not mad at me. We didn't do anything wrong with our partnership. It's just business. It is what it is. It was never actually my tractor. It's always been their tractor, and I've said that from the beginning. But the original plan was to swap out tractors about once a year so that we always had a different model to kind of test out and talk about and show you guys. But times are really, really good in the tractor business right now. It sounds like every make and model company out there has had record years. It's not just tractors, but side-by-sides, four-wheelers, ATVs, boats, travel trailers, campers, all that stuff has been selling like crazy. So maybe they need to make some money on a tractor they've got in inventory. I get it. I totally understand. I am super bummed out. So I've been working hard the last several days trying to get as much work done around here as I can, trying to get all my trails mowed and things cleaned up, my driveway done, all that stuff while I've still got it. So yeah, I'm losing my Kubota tractor and I'm bummed out about it. So while we've had this tractor for the last year, this is the newest tractor I've ever had, and it was brand new when it came to us. I think it had about 20 hours. It went out on a program for a little while, and then it came to us. So basically brand new. The Kubota L4701, or any tractor this size, I feel like I've gained a lot of knowledge from it, a lot of experience. In the future, I would like to go with something a little bit bigger. My John Deere tractor is a 50 horse. It's a 5105 model. This L4701, it's a good tractor. I think I need to bump up just a little bit, stay in that 55-ish horsepower range. But some things that I really like about this package, maybe not just the tractor specifically, one thing I will always have in the future, if I can help it, is I will always have that third function installed and have a grapple bucket. This is the first one I've ever owned. It's completely changed everything about the way I use a tractor and the work I can get done. Always will have a grapple bucket if I can afford it, if I can swing it. That is a must. The next thing, this is the first quick attach system I've ever used, and that right there is a huge time saver. When all you have to do is lift these levers, lower it down, and then undo your PTO shaft on an implement that has a PTO, then drive away, back up to your next one, hook it up. So convenient. And which those two things aren't specific to this tractor or specific to Kubota. But the next thing that I wish I would have done different when they were asking me what I wanted to do, I told them that I wanted the ag tires, and that's this type of tire with these big tall lugs. Kubota will also do, they've got a few different, they got a turf tire, and they have what they call a I think it's an R4 industrial tire. It still has lugs on it, but it's not near as aggressive as these. These are very tall, skinny tractor tires, which the back tires are probably about the same width, but the front are a very narrow tire. Now, don't get me wrong, they do excellent in muddy conditions, but they will 100% tear up your lawn, your yard, your grass, whatever, when you turn. Those things are super aggressive. The R4 or industrial tire, whatever it's called, is more flat. It does have a good tread, it's got good lugs on it, but it's not as aggressive. And I've got a buddy that's got a brand new Kubota, and he went with those tires, and I like the look of them. First off, they're really nice looking tires, but they're a lot less rough on your ground. Other than that though, I really don't have any complaints about this L4701. After putting 100 hours on it, I mean, really haven't done much. I did change out their toolbox because Kubota puts a tiny little plastic toolbox that I was afraid was going to get snapped off in no time, and the lid wouldn't stay shut. So I put just a ammunition can on there as my toolbox. Yeah, no, I really don't have any complaints. This is the HST model, the hydrostatic transmission. It's the first hydrostatic tractor I've ever had, and I love that. My old John Deere is a shuttle shift, so you can select which gears, and but this so much faster for doing loader work and stuff, and having that grapple bucket, and you're constantly pulling up and backing up and moving stuff and pushing trees around and picking up logs. Having that hydrostatic transmission with just a pedal, push the pedal forward, you go forward, push the pedal backwards, step on it with your heel, you go backwards. I love that. I'll stick with that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future yet though. So I guess the next obvious question is, what are we gonna do next? What are we gonna do for our next tractor? And I really don't know yet. I would love to stick with Kubota, and Great Plains has offered to sell me this tractor as a package. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't know, I still have my John Deere tractor. It's actually over at my in-laws at Cross Timbers Bison, where Dusty uses it for the bison almost every day. So I hate to leave him out in the cold without a tractor, but I really want a cab tractor. I'll just be honest. I really want to bump up to something with a cab. We've got so much dust and pollen, and like right now the ragweed is through the roof, and I've used enough equipment from Great Plains with a cab, whether it was the big giant tractor with a bat wing or skid steers or whatever it was. I want to bump up to something with a cab. Maybe I'm a little bit spoiled. but something with a heater and an air conditioner and something to keep the dust off of me. I've used, you know, one time we used their big, like 111 horsepower tractor with a 15-foot bat wing to mow all of our fields. I could come out here and work in that tractor for 2, 3, 4 hours, get off the tractor and go to town and eat supper with my family, and nobody knew I was working on a tractor. Now today, just with what little bit I've done, you can see all the dust. I'm covered in it. I want to bump up to something with a cab. Like I said earlier, this is the 4701, so it's a 47 horsepower. I want to go something a little bit bigger, stay above that 50 horsepower range, maybe 55, 60. So anyways, what are your suggestions? What, if you could pick any make, model, brand, size, cab, no cab tractor, what would you go with? John Deere, Kubota, Mahindra, New Holland? There's so many out there. I mean, there's Yanmar, and I mean, there's just so many different brands of tractors. So I'm watching videos. I've been watching a ton of YouTube channels. I actually had a long phone conversation yesterday with Tony from Tony's Tractor Adventure. I think that's the name of the channel, Tony's Tractor Adventures. You know, he's got all kinds of knowledge. I talked to several different people, and I'm trying to decide. YouTube's a great world of information. There's so much information out there, and there's so many guys that have all different brands of tractors. Love to stick with Kubota. You know, I don't know. I probably won't be buying this tractor from Kubota. Put it that way. I like the tractor, but I want to bump up to something with a cab, as I've said. One thing I would really like to get into someday is a skid steer, a skid loader, and to partner with my tractor. I want to keep a tractor here, but there's so much more work that can be done places like this and along the creek and different projects with the skid steer. And Great Plains has their rental yard right next to us. I mean, it's 10 miles away, and they've got everything you could imagine for a skid loader, every attachment. And it's hard for me to go over there and get skid loaders from them a lot of times because they're so busy. They are booked under. Their skid loaders are always out on jobs, but the attachments, they've just got them everywhere, everything you could need. So if I bought a skid steer, a skid loader, a used or an older skid loader, I'd have all the attachments at hand. I wouldn't have to buy all those. So I don't know, just an idea. But if you could pick, what brand, what make and model of tractor would you go with in that 50 to 60 horsepower range with a cab? It's got to be 4-wheel drive, and something that we can put front hydraulics on for our grapple bucket. I don't know. Let me know in the comments section. I know it's kind of like saying, hey buddy, Ford or Chevy, and then there's always going to be that guy in the back going, Dodge, Nissan, Toyota. But let's talk about it. Let me know in the comments section. Would you stick with this, an orange, or would you go with a different color? Well, that's gonna wrap it up for me today, guys. Got a lot of work done, got some mowing done, got some trails cleared and cleaned, and used the grapple to move some trees. And man, there's something about managing the land you live on and taking a piece of overgrown, scrubby, brushy land and clearing it out and cleaning it out and making trails and stuff. It's just fun. It's relaxing for me. It makes better habitat for the wildlife. It makes trails for us, for my family to ride ATVs on and walk and do whatever. And I don't know, something about it. I love working on a tractor. I always have. It's relaxing to me. But anyways, I think I'm gonna go in and get me some lunch. Be sure to let me know in the comments section down below what you would do if you could pick. Not saying I can pick any tractor out there. I'm just trying to get some options, and then I can start figuring out other things and move forward in the tractor world. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments section down below. What kind of tractor would you go with? You think I'm crazy for wanting a cab with glass windows in the middle of all these trees? Could be a problem, but try to keep my trails clear. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.